All right, guys, welcome to episode 1 of the podcast that has no name. My name is Kevin Pheley. I'm your host, and this is...
Donald Knapp. What's up, guys?
He said his name like he's in like a police interview where they're like, can you say your
That's
name?
how I feel
into
right
the
now.
mic?
I'm a little nervous.
Go ahead and look at the
Psych.
mic. Just
We
wanna
don't
let
get
you know
nervous.
This is all going to be used in court against you.
I'll be cognizant of that. That was a big word for me.
So, Donald, you have been working for Cheap Ass Leads for like, what, 2 years?
About 2 years now.
By the way, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Kevin Pheley. I own cheapassleads.com, lazycowmedia.com, lazycowstaffing.com, wehuntclients.com, and some other little deals here and there. Donald was my first employee, and it's pretty cool because we went from doing a decent amount of business to a fuck ton of business because of Donald. So, wanted to bring Donald on as the first guest, and yeah, we're just going to shoot the shit on the podcast that has no name, and yeah. So, Donald, how is your day going? Welcome to the podcast. What do you want to discuss?
My day's going fantastic. First, I'd just like to say thank you for having me on as your first host. I think I should be looking at you when I speak.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting the hang of it.
What's up, camera? What's up, camera? All right, anyways. Cool. So, you want to tell people how we met?
Yeah, so interesting story. We actually met on a dating site. No, I'm just kidding.
It was Grindr?
Yeah. I met
2
Kevin
Rs?
through my mom. So my mom worked with Kevin, Kevin's girlfriend, that is.
Yeah.
Kevin's girlfriend. They worked together at a school. We won't say any specific names, but... And then I got introduced to Kevin. I was working at Starbucks at the time, and he had this company, Cheap Ass Leads.
Had just started Cheap Ass Leads, too.
Yep. I came in with a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
And this guy's
Yeah,
a
we went to
diehard
lunch.
Boston fan.
We went to lunch, and Donald was wearing a Yankees hat, and I was like, yeah, dude, not a great way to start. Not a great way to start. But it's funny. So when you came in, my business was just sort of taking off. I had just come up with a new offer and a new sort of focus around what we were selling and who we were selling to, which is real estate agents. And here's a big thing. When it comes to business, you need to be able to buy back your time. If you can buy back your time, you have, let's just say that you make $5,000 a month with a business. Well, you're capped out because all of your time is going into that, whether that's selling, whether that's marketing, like finding business, and then selling, meaning once you find people that are interested, then you try to actually get them to pay and sign up. Then you have to onboard them, and then you have fulfillment, and then you have customer support, right? Now, fast forward a couple of years, we didn't have any of that before. Now we have a full support team, an onboarding team, full sales team, executive team. Like we have a whole, we're a pretty, a growing company now, which is really cool. But one thing when it comes to business, which I didn't really fully get until Donald came on, is you need great people and you need to be able to buy your time back. So Donald came on, I paid you, what did I pay you?
$3,000 a month.
$3,000 as a salary.
And I was so fucking excited for that.
Yeah, because he went from working at Starbucks making like $400 a week, if that, right?
Dude, yeah, if that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So Donald came on, I hired Donald, and I was terrified, to be honest. I'm like, fuck, I just hired this kid. I don't know what I'm going to do. I tried to put him in a sales role because I thought, well, that'd be great because now I don't have to sell anymore. I can just focus on building the business. But that was the wrong way, right? Donald had no sales experience, and really he needed to kind of learn about the business in the beginning, right? You needed to learn about business and how to communicate and pick up the lingo, and especially in real estate, I had already been doing it for a couple of years, but when you came on, it's so funny because I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't put him in a sales role. Maybe I should put him in a fulfillment role to start. You started running the Facebook ads. You started running the doing onboardings, right? And then dealing with customers to launch the ads.
Yep.
So now what I did was I was able to focus 100% on sales. And when I was able to focus on sales, that was beautiful because not only did I get my time back, I bought my time back by giving you opportunity, which was a win-win for both of us. But now I have more time to spend more money on business, right? Or more time in the business. So now I can go out and I can sell all day. Not only do I have more time, I have mental energy. And that's the most important part, is the mental energy aspect is everything. So I can have time, but if I'm burned out, I'm going to be useless, right?
Right.
So I want Josh to come on in here. Come in here. We're going to let Josh sit down for just a moment. Josh is, you're about to hear Fiona go ham. Do you mind? This is a surprise guest of Josh Jacko. Yeah, Fiona's going to be going nuts. So this is Josh Jacko. Josh just stopped in. Josh helped us set up all of our equipment for the podcast. We went out and bought, what did we spend yesterday?
About close to 4,000
on audio stuff, computer equipment, mics, little machines that apparently do something for the sound. I don't know. We bought a bunch of stuff, so here we are. So what do you think of the setup?
I like it.
You like it?
Minimalist style. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's super simple. This actually used to be my desk for anybody that's watching. This was my desk, and then I just set up. If you're looking over here, that's my new standing desk. We got to get those wires hidden a little bit. But so, Josh, tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm honored. I run a creative marketing agency, so we focus on video production, digital marketing for businesses and brands that really want to tell their story. I guess be a rebel somewhat in their space, and also be able to use video as an asset, to drive more, solve more problems, drive more revenue coming in.
Nice.
Build brand awareness.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's your company called?
It's called Illuminate Media Productions.
Where can people find you?
People can find me at www.illuminatemedia.co, or just come down to San Diego. Our headquarters is in the same building as Kevin.
Which we're going to remain as an undisclosed location.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Just reach out to me on social media. You can find me at _Josh Jacko. It's also another way to be able to get in touch with me if you have any consultation needs.
So let's talk about that real quick. So Josh and I have been working on an offer because this guy provides people with so much fucking value. This guy is crazy. No, you really are, man. You really are. And Josh is the most selfless person I've met. Anybody that knows him knows that that's the case. Now, Josh helped me set all of this up. I feel like I should be paying. I probably should have paid Josh like $5,000 to $10,000 for the consulting that he's done.
That's okay.
Luckily, we got that relationship capital, and it goes back and forth. So we share a lot of tips back and forth in business. But I'll tell you that without Josh, this wouldn't be doable. It just wouldn't. So I want to let everybody know, Josh does a 2-part consulting session for $997. It's just under $1,000. And what Josh does is he'll meet with you one-on-one, and he will put together a strategy like this. If you're remote, he'll meet with you on Zoom, or if you want to come meet in San Diego, or if you want to fly him out somewhere, I'm sure for the right price he will go somewhere. But
Thanks in advance.
Yeah, right.
Abu Dhabi, let's go.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Go out to Dubai, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So what Josh will do is he'll help you set up all the tech stuff that you need. He'll basically help you with a full setup. And this is our first setup. We're probably going to, make additions and stuff. But for less than $10,000, this whole setup, with the lighting, with all of this stuff, it's awesome. And now we're going to be cranking out content every single day. So Josh, thank you very much. So if anybody wants that, go ahead and hit up Josh on Instagram or anywhere that you can find Josh Jacko. $997 is a crazy deal. I would be surprised if you weren't charging $5,000 for that in the next couple weeks. So it's a 2-part, call session. And if you want that, hit up Josh on Instagram. What's your Instagram again?
Instagram is _Josh Jacko. One more thing to add into that as well. One thing that we do with these consultations is we really tailor the space based off of your personality. We tailor the strategy based, for content based off your personality, what you do, what your passions are. So it's not just solely business. A lot of times, so many people focus only on business and they don't allow themselves to show up powerfully in their space beyond a transaction. What we tell people is if you don't have anything to talk to your client about after the transaction's made, you've essentially not done your job, and they will end up finding somebody else that will actually tailor the experience to who they are and what they like, or even inviting them in a space. So it's not always having to be solely about business. Business only goes so far. At the end of the day, you want to be able to connect with people, as a real human, and allow that to be the true reason why you're, I guess, aligning with them long term. Give them a reason to come back. Other than just, hey, we need another transaction from you. If you have a reason why, it's because we help you build a an audience rather than a customer base. 'Cause
Right.
Customer base, they're only as loyal to you as your offer, your product that you have available. If you have nothing to offer them, they're essentially non-existent. So
Yeah.
building an audience, they truly connect with you, and you can build what a lot of people in the marketing space call your core 1000. Which allows you to always get paid for who you are and what you bring to the table, and beyond just business, like who you are in your vision for the world, your passions outside of that, how you want to help other people,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that you and I had connected on, since day one. So being able to use that, realizing that human capital beyond just people working for you really
Yep.
is a big thing.
Yeah.
And it's just being able to allow people to really show up powerfully and passionately in their space.
Yep.
By just being themselves and realizing you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to copy all these different people that you see in your space. Just, be you, allow that strategy to complement that, and, just allow your message to be put out there in the best way possible using video.
Yeah, that's really good. That's great. And for somebody that, I've used video for business a lot. Donald remembers I used to go live on Facebook like 3-4 times a day. I created a separate Facebook account and added 5,000. I literally maxed it out with real estate agents,
Right.
and just every day went live, picked up my phone, went live.
Right.
And,
That was not recorded.
oh!
I thought so. That's why I looked over for a second.
I don't know how long it's been like that, but I've just noticed.
Oh, you're good.
call.
You're good.
No space on the memory card. All right, guys. Well, this is the end of episode 1 with Donald was briefly in it. Josh, Jacko, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
We're going to go ahead and get more episodes out. If you guys need any kind of digital marketing consultant, email kevin@lazycowmedia.com. And if you want some video consulting, email
Josh Jacko at josh@illuminatemedia.co.
This is the podcast with no name. Thanks for watching.